My name is Chinmoy Kumar Ghosh. I hail from India. Here I am known as Sri Chinmoy. I am a seeker of truth and a lover of God. I have been in the heart of America for the last 40 years, and in 1970, the late Secretary General Uthant invited me to offer prayers and meditations at the United Nations, and I have been since then offering prayers and meditations at the United Nations twice a week, Tuesday and Friday, to those who are interested in the inner life, spiritual life, prayers and meditations. Delegates, diplomats, and staff come and join me, and those who are spiritually inclined. And I have been offering prayers and meditations to the world at large. And where peace is the most important thing in our life, in our inner life and outer life as well. And I am a student of peace, universal peace. I am a dreamer of peace. I try to offer my prayers to the whole world. I am all for peace, inner peace and outer peace. I am a God lover. I try to serve God in humanity according to my very limited capacities. My goal is to see a world inundated with peace. This is my goal, and towards that goal, I have dedicated my life. I have been here in America for the last 40 years, and for the last 20 years, so half of my stay in America, Carl Lewis has been very, very closely connected with me, both in my inner life and my outer life as well. A very, very close friend of Carl Lewis, named Narada, a great musician, a supreme drummer, and also producer. So Narada and his wife Anukampa brought Carl Lewis to me 20 years ago. And since then, we have established most affectionate and soulful connections. Carl, I love him. I admire him. I adore him. I love him because he is a God seeker and God lover. He and I, in that respect, are sailing in the same boat. I admire him for many, many reasons. to say one thing only. He had won not one, not two, not three, but 9 gold medalists, 9 gold medals he had won. This is something most striking, 9 gold medals. I admire him, as I said, for many reasons. There are many athletes, there were, there are, and there will be many more. But Carl Lewis, according to many, was controversial. To me, he was nothing short of sensational. Carl Lewis created sensation throughout the length and breadth of the world. Even in Indian villages, you will hear his name. Perhaps you will never be fortunate enough to meet with Carl Lewis. His very name was sensation, not controversy. Controversy will be buried in oblivion in years to come, or it is already buried. But the sensation that he created throughout the length and breadth of the world will forever remain. King Carl, here I used to say King Carl, not that the king that dominates, rules the country, but a King Carl who loved the world and embraced the world and became part and parcel and inseparable with the world of tears and with the world of smiles. Then again, from the practical point of view, he raised the standard of Olympics. Prize money, forgive me, I do not know all about it, but financially also he raised, in every way, he raised the standard of Olympics. Now he does not run. Nobody can run forever, that is understood. But his very name will forever remain. It will shine bright, brighter, brightest in the firmament of Olympics. He created sensation, unimaginable sensation in the world of Olympics. There, I have been to 3 or 4 of his Olympic, to watch his Olympic performances. Before the 100 meters starts, the whole world is practically for Carl Lewis. And he won. Fortunately, he won the races. And one race, he stood second, but afterwards it was found in Seoul that the runner who preceded him adopted foul means. So naturally, the gold medal went back to Carl Lewis 3 days later. But what I want to say, sensation that he creates. About 15 years ago, he went to India to run. You can well imagine Indian standard along with the world's fastest sprinter. He came off the plane and went to run in the Delhi stadium, and no warming up, nothing, he ran. And somebody who was a great admirer of Carl Lewis happened to defeat Carl Lewis badly. Then Carl Lewis went there to only encourage and inspire the Indian athletes. The whole stadium flocked to Carl Lewis. They didn't care for the person who stood first, great admirer of Carl Lewis. They all went for only to see Carl Lewis. So Carl Lewis, not only the Olympic champion of champions, but Carl Lewis the heart. This is what I want to say. Carl Lewis the heart that has inspired and embraced the world. So everybody has a heart. So they are the hearts of, Olympic admirers. The hearts are for Carl Lewis. They love him, they treasure him. So these are very few reasons why I admire him. And I adore him. Why? He has established a link between the inner world and the outer world. The inner world is the world of aspiration. We aspire to become good human beings. And then the outer world is the world of dedication. We dedicate our lives for the betterment, towards the betterment of humanity. So in Carl Lewis' case, he prays, he meditates on a regular basis. Again, he is dedicate himself toward the betterment of humanity. His services to the young athletes and humanitarian services, encouragement to the young generation. And so these things are very rare. There are many athletes, but nobody has established this inner connection. Nobody has established this, the connection with the inner life and with his outer life. So the inner life and the outer life, in his case, go side by side. It is like the seed. He has sown the seed of inner life, which you use the term prayers and aspiration. Again, this seed has now become a giant banyan tree, and for dedication. He has dedicated his life to elevate the standard of mankind. The world knows him as an inner runner, called sprinter, but the world has to know him, I pray to God, as the inner runner. There are many athletes who have been the outer runners. But the inner runners, there are very few, to say this. Again, his idol was Jesse Owens. We believe in progress. Is far surpassed Jesse Owens. My idol too was when I was an athlete. So he's now, again, it is quite natural. The world is evolving. So Carl has gone far beyond the achievements of Jesse Owens. But the world is progressing. So I adore him because of this unique capacity that he has revealed and offered to the world at large, this aspiration and dedication. So when the aspiration and dedication go together, I adore that person. In Carl's case, I clearly and vividly see his heart of aspiration and his life of dedication. Carl's, very affectionately and fondly, I gave him the name Sudhahota. Now I'm telling the name briefly, the significance, spiritual significance. Sudha means nectar delight, and it is Sudha is immortality. Nectar is immortality, the Sudha. Hota is the one who invokes, you can say in priest in ordinary sense, but it is something infinitely more spiritual than the so-called word priest. So I can safely say, he who invokes infinite nectar delight, which is immortality, and he who achieves this nectar delight, and he who distributes to the four corners of the globe this immortal delight is Sudhahota. He who prays for it and who receives it and who distributes it, nectar delight in infinite measure, is Sudhahota. Sudha is nectar delight, one who invokes, achieves, and offers to the world at large is Sudhahota. Carl's mother, her name is Evelyn, and I have given her a spiritual name. Can you help me? Malika. You know, she's connected without, and there are many significances, but most is that thousands of years ago, about 7,000 years ago, there was a queen. Her name was Malika, and this Malika was again full of affection, compassion, and dedication. So I gave her the name Malika, one who has all kinds of regal qualities, but real qualities in inner world. The virtues that one embodies, the inner virtues, affection, love, concern for mankind, is Malika. In boundless measure, she embodies Malika. She is dearer than the dearest to me, my dearest sister, I call her, and she inundates me with affection and love. Quite recently, she has sent me a belt. She knows I have back problems and all that. She has been here. She has blessed me many, many times. And his sister, Carol, she is, I always find her full of enthusiasm and dynamism. She is childlike. Mind you, I'm using the word childlike, not childish. People can say childish is not the right word for her. For her, the right word is childlike. She can mix with anybody like that. And she's full of dynamic enthusiasm. I met with her quite a few times, but with their mother, Malika, many more times. So I have tremendous affection and love for Carl and for Malika, for his mother Evelyn, boundless affection, love, and gratitude to him. And his father, to my great sorrow, I saw his father only once, and then in a few months or a year or two, he passed on. So I could not have established connection with him. But with his mother, I have very, very, very deep connection. With his sister also, these two. Other brothers, unfortunately, I have seen them, but did not have close connection. Recently, one of his brothers adopted a little child, and I was so happy to offer my inner blessings and my outer love in boundless measure to that child. Let us use this way. In life, there are teachers, mutual teachers. You can say coach. So I am his inner coach, and he is my outer coach. He has been so kind, so compassionate to me. Here you have a running track for me, and he has taught me there how to run, how to take better my style and all that. And he has encouraged me enormously in my outer speed. And I have encouraged him, inspired him in his inner speed, prayers and meditations. So it is mutual. I went to his stadium. By the way, he was so kind to dedicate his stadium to our peace movement. We have a peace movement which is spread about 160 countries. The United Nations, there are 188 countries who have joined the peace movement. In our case, over 150 countries joined our peace movement. He is my outer coach, and I am his inner coach. So he has inspired and still inspires me to not to run fast, but to keep the body fit. I try to keep my body fit, and this is the inspiration I have got from my Sudhahota. And I inspire him inwardly to pray and meditate and to remain the real. If the real is his inner life, outer life, he loves mankind. Something happens there in Australia. Australia is quite far from America. A young boy, great admirer, he runs there. And somebody's sister has serious problems, and he goes there. Wherever he is needed, he flies. This is the heart that I admire. So this he gets from his prayers and meditation to be of tremendous service to mankind. These others can become or became famous in athletics and sports, but they did not care for humanity's progress. Humanity has to make progress. How? By virtue of self-giving. So Carl has taught the world how to offer himself so that humanity can go one step forward. They said there will be every 4 years Olympics. There will be so many athletes who will create, new records. But when history writes the book Olympic, history will bear witness to the fact that Carl Lewis was the most, not only the most controversial figure, but also the most sensational figure. He created sensation. Now, whenever there are sports, I tell you, inwardly and outwardly, I watch on television, that sensation is gone away from athletics, the way he created sensation. And he dominated for many years for Olympics. So it is not a matter of joke. After one Olympic, most of the sprinters, they disappear. Here he goes, and he has proved that age is not an obstruction. Young boy, age was descending upon him, but even then he was winning 100 meters and a long jump and all that. So age did not dare to obstruct or to diminish his capacity. And how did he get this? From his inner life. In the inner life, there is no age limit. In the outer life, there is always age limit. Each year we advance, our capacities try to disappear. As here I am 73 years old, and believe it or not, I have raised my standards in lifting heavy weights. And about 14, 15 years ago I started. Now, at that time, whatever my achievements were, now I have far surpassed the things that I had to have a serious problem, so difficult. But now, in most of the cases, it's like drinking water. So why I'm saying I live in the heart. If I live in the heart, the way Carl lives in the heart, for us there is no age limit. Those who live in the heart have no age limitations. But if we live in the mind, every day we feel older, we feel weaker, we feel more useless. So if you live in the heart, we are like a child playing in the garden. From this flower, he runs to the another flower, and goes on appreciating the beauty and the fragrance of the flower. So we live in the heart garden. Carl Lewis, my Sudhahota, and I, we live in the heart garden. And we appreciate the beauty and the fragrance of God, the creation. This is the fate of mankind. Whenever one comes with new ideas, new ideologies, and there will be people to belittle that person, to speak ill of the person. Our human life is such. Constantly we cherish jealousy. If somebody goes ahead of us, we try to diminish his glory by hook or by crook, that he is bad, he's all kinds of things. We try to diminish the glory of that person. So jealousy reigns supreme. Misunderstanding, anybody becomes great. Is there any human being on earth who is really supremely great is not misunderstood? So how can Carl Lewis be an exception? Because others were great runners, great athletes, true. But he was raising the standard, prize money. that sensation that he created in the Olympic world, and saying things, others will say outrageous, but I will say no, it is all uplifting, how to raise the standard of athletics. So his heart, bold heart, came to the fore, and he was saying very, very inspiring things. But when he uttered inspiring, he offered inspirational messages, naturally the world cannot take. Anything new, the whole world is such, cannot accept in the beginning. Then later on, yes, Carl Lewis was right. Carl Lewis was right. That when he wanted to do something great for athletics, it was all controversy. Because something new, the world cannot accept new ideas. So this is not only his fate, it's the fate of all human beings who have offered something great and good to mankind. In the beginning, they are criticized, they are censored, they are looked down upon. Then afterwards, they are the ones again appreciate him, admire him, adore him, because he has given to the world something totally new. You say it is like a new world discovery. God has blessed him out of his infinite bounty. God has blessed him with charm, inner charm. Then he carries, a kind of inner vibration, which is called inner fragrance. Then thrill, the word that you use, the word thrill, sensation, and thrill, inner thrill. As soon as you hear the name Carl Lewis, we feel our inner existence is inundated with thrill. Now he has become a household. The whole world knows. We have Muhammad Ali. Ali, whether Ali wins in boxing, nobody cares. Ali's very name. Thousands of people will come only to see Ali. If Ali wins their hero, they will be very glad. But if Ali is badly beaten, nobody cares who the winner. Here also, Carl Lewis, his standard now has gone high. And some people have bettered his achievements, but nobody cares. Well, Carl Lewis created the heart. He conquered the heart. So in the world of athletics, he has connected this inner world and the outer world. That others have only the outer world. They achieved, then they're gone. But here his achievement is immortal because he has connected the wisdom of the inner world, which is prayer and meditation, prayers, love of God. And again, he is in the outer world, he is dedicating himself for not only to the children, but to the world at large, only showing through his life how to become an integral man. That inner life and outer life must go together. This is something very rare, where sometimes some people who shine in the inner life, but they're useless. They don't care for the outer life. They don't spend even an iota, and they even for a fleeting moment for the outer life. Only they care for their own achievements in the inner life. While others, care only for the outer life, outer glories, outer supremacy. Then there will be again third category, who connect the inner life and the outer life. They pray to become a good person. Again, their good qualities they receive from above, and they try to distribute it to the world at large. Carl is one of those who have connected, who have the bridge between the inner life and the outer life. Prays to be a good person himself, and these good things that he receives or achieves from above, and then he receives from above, he tries to distribute. It is first he wants to become, then he wants to give his inner wealth to the world at large. This is something very, very rare in the world history. When world history will be written for the athletes, Olympics, and Carl will far outshine because of the inner thrill, sensation that he has created, nobody else, the thrill that he has created. As soon as you hear Carl, then you even an octogenarian old lady will get up from the seat. Means want movement, dynamism. His very name, when you are thrilled, we jump up, we run, we fly, and everything we do. So in his case, in Carl's case also, his very name gives tremendous enthusiasm and dynamism. So this enthusiasm, dynamism, we all badly need. The whole world, if the world makes progress, it is on the strength of enthusiasm and dynamism. So Carl has this, Carl's very name embodies enthusiasm, dynamism, and charm, thrill. He is so charming, to say the least. And then whenever there can be thousands of people, they are coming to see Carl, not what Carl is telling, but only to appreciate his appearance. They come to hear something from him, something which will be, they will derive benefit from it. But more than the name person, they come to see the person Carl Lewis, face to face. So he has become a true inspiration to not only to the Olympic world, but also to mankind. Inspiration. Carl Lewis' very name embodies, reveals, and manifests inspiration. And without inspiration, we cannot achieve anything great or good. So inspiration in every walk of life is of paramount importance. And Carl Lewis was offering that, is still offering, and forever, as long as he is on earth, will offer this inspiration. The world needs only one thing, inspiration. Only by virtue of inspiration that we achieve something good. And in that respect, Carl Lewis is the answer. I love him immensely, to say the least. I want his love for humanity to remain permanent. That his heart and life, the way he has offered his heart to God and life to God, I want, and at the same time he is offering it to humankind. So I want his heart of love to be always present in the heart of each and every human being. Carl Lewis is a man of heart, and heart encompasses the whole world, embodies the whole world. So I want him always to remain his heart, which he will do, and this heart has to be for the service of mankind, which he is doing. So Carl Lewis, past, present, future, is only love of God and serve God for the upliftment of humanity. This is his mission, and I wish him all success. Love, with love he has become, with love he is giving his life, the inner and outer, to the whole world. So love, concern, affection, and let us say self-giving. These are the things, virtues of paramount importance, which Carl Lewis embodies in boundless measure, and also some people can have it, but they do not want to give to the world. But in his case, he has these unique virtues, and unreservedly he is offering to mankind.